Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Jacob with Spring Martial Arts. Here to go over some more stuff with you on some groundwork. We did on the last video the Osekomi Waza set, the eight different pinning holds for basic jiu-jitsu pins. You worked on the side four corner hold, the Yokoshi Hogatami, scarf hold, Keisagatami, Kazuri Kami Shiogatami, Tate Shiogatami. So you did the north-south, the top mount. You saw some different concepts where you can lead into variations for potential arm bars, potential chokes, and again, just working from home while you're training on your own if you don't have a training partner. Again, just try to keep yourself fresh. Today, I want to go over some striking concepts. So I got the gloves here, and I want to point out one thing before we get started. The gloves are great, and wrist wraps are great, but you have to understand these gloves only prevent me from getting abrasions to my own hands, my own fists, okay? I do training on the walls over here. We have the punching boards on the walls, work on tapping with the knuckles onto the brick itself. There's a lot of heavy, hard body conditioning that we do, but when you're wanting to just make sure your skin's not going to get all cut up while you're just practicing on your own, trying to do some light rolling, it's always good to have a little protection, again, just to prevent you from getting cut up, scratched up, things like that. Now, this drill you can work with boxing gloves, you can work them with MMA gloves, you can work them with regular sparring gloves, whatever you're comfortable with. Just understand the size of the glove will be a little bit different on learning where and how to hit, especially when you're working with a partner. The bigger the glove, the more surface area that is, easier to block. Smaller the glove, not as much surface area, maybe a little harder to block and harder to move, easier to grab and easier to manipulate because now it's more of an open palm position. Okay, so what we're going to do is, like I said, working on striking here. I don't have to worry necessarily about stand up. If I have a training dummy like this, it's great. So I can work on punching, I can work on kicking, I can work on takedowns. But what I want to focus on today is from the ground. So while this is here, while this is on the ground, how do I transition, how do I move while something is available for me to use? And whether or not you use one of the hanging bags, heavy bags, you take off your Wave Master, put the Wave Master back on the ground, you got a lot of variety. You can use a couch pillow if you have a couch pillow that you don't like and just helps you to punch on it a little bit, get some frustration out, great. Okay, let's keep training. So we'll start from here. A lot of times you get into takedowns, you get into throws, or you get into grappling positions here, or might have a posture, okay? When I'm working on striking, I need to understand where my targets are. If you're working with MMA, if you're working with tournament rules, groin is not a valid target. You're working on a street fight, groin's open. I can grab, I can strike, I can elbow, hit the ribs. I want to look at the entire area. Every part of this becomes a target. Okay, so if I'm coming up here and I get a knee right, as an example, I'm here. Now I can come in striking to the face. I've got the arm here, I can clear the arm. I can shift, knee right on the person's neck or head. Control the arm, striking to the ribs. I can adjust, I can come into full mount, controlling the arm. I can strike. I can come across the other way. Now I've got arm bars I'm setting up. I don't like it. I can pass the arm. Set up for a choke, set up for positions here. Now, if this might be MMA, great. I might not want to put my leg here if it's a street fight because somebody might bite my ankle. Maybe I adjust it into the armpit instead. Now they can't bite me. Now I've got open shot to the face. I can adjust out, get to the other side. I can start stepping up. I can work my kicks. I can work strikes to the legs. I have a variety of things here. If I'm working from the ground and I have something I can work with here as a leg, I can work on passing, shooting in, working on striking again, covering up, and again, I can go any direction I want. I can take any part of this and use it as a target, whether, again, I'm striking to the armpit, whether I'm striking to the face, whether I'm hitting to the groin, whether I'm coming across with a couple stomps to the rib cage, or let's say I'm taking the leg here. I'm adjusting and striking to the inside of the knee, okay? Clearing the arm out, striking to the groin, working on positioning to pin the leg. But maybe I'm guarding up here precisely as if this leg was coming over. I can guard, I can protect. Or if I have something, I can work on wrap, I can work on strike, I can work on defending, keeping away from those arms. And then of course getting back up and moving around and drilling this over and over and over. You can do this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just play with it. Okay? See what you can do. See what kind of combinations you can come up with. Feel what's comfortable. If you find a place where you feel a little bit too much of your own body resistance, stop. Figure out why you're feeling that resistance. Figure out where your posture is. Why does it not feel comfortable? And work from that and build your skill while you're at home. And again, stay safe out there. We will see you back here in May. Thank you.